colours out for this time?
What do you mean at this time? It's only 6:30. Thought I'd have a night at Rovers.
You don't need to take your colours out, go to Rovers.
Stan Ogden, where do I ever go in my life apart from here and Rovers? If I don't take 'em out at Rovers, I might as well never put 'em in. Don't you want me to look nice?
Oh, I love you, if it makes you happy.
Hey, do you remember when we got married, how funny I went? You and all come to that. Wouldn't even let you kiss me at first, would I? And we was never what you might call strangers. Just look at us now. Now it ever bothers us. You with your great big pot and me. Remember that scruffy old room we had? Not much different to this, come to think of it. We haven't come very far, have we, Stan?
Oh, cheer up, love.
Do you know, I can see that room now. Oh, it worried me, did that room. And then you kissed me right here on my neck. Oh, I can feel it as if it was yesterday. Do you remember that, Stan?
Of course I do.
Oh, you're a rotten liar, aren't you, Fatty?
Listen, Hilda, there's something I've got to tell you.
Stan, give us a kiss on my neck.
You what?
Oh, go on, Chuck. You don't have to want to. Just do it.
How's that, then?
I've got a lot to be thankful for.
Hey, no, don't take
Oh, yes,
on.
I have. I don't care what anybody says. I've had some very happy times, I have, and don't you let nobody tell you different.
Well, nobody has. Hilda,
If
love.
our Irma does as well, she'll have that to complain about.
That's what I want to talk to you about, our Irma.
Money's not everything, not by a long shot. What about our Irma?
Well, her and David. No, don't take on.
What about her and David?
They're doing it on QT on Saturday.
Doing what?
Getting wed.
Yeah, he's all right, mate, but he's not worth that money.
Well, what's made you quiet all of a sudden?
Oh, a shadow passed over me.
Oh, it's a daft.
I'm not being daft. I get feelings, you know.
What about?
About all sorts of things I'm usually right, and all I had one just then. This little voice said, I hear little voices as well, you know. And this little voice said to me, Irma, your glass is empty. What are you going to have to drink?
Irma, your glass is empty. What are you going to have to drink?
See, I told you, I'm always right.
Isn't it funny?
Again, please.
Right.
It's very flirtatious.
Say it again, please.
Oh, I don't know about that. David, do you know anything about the age of chivalry?
The age of chivalry, love, is dead.
I know the saying. I'm talking about the actual age.
Oh, the actual age?
Yes, you see, I've got this book from the library. I got it by accident. I just wondered if it was worth reading.
In days of old, when knights were bold.
Now, Len.
Well, don't you like me a bit of poetry?
He's got no ear for poetry whatsoever, Len. Recite it for me. Was it something you learned at school?
No, love. In the Andrew.
Pint, Jack, please.
Pint, right.
Yeah, how'd you go on to tell her?
Have I told her?
Yeah, what'd she say?
You know what women are about weddings, don't you? She's nearly in tears before I even started. She makes a rod for her own back, does our Hilda.
Well, she's like all women, they all like that.
I know, but if she hadn't been such a tearing noise, she might have got her own way. I don't blame the kids. I feel the same in their shoes. Oh, they're funny creatures, as women.
You just found that out, have you?
Oh, I find it every day, me old whacker. Always talk about love and slop and that. I mean, fancy asking a bloke if he loves her at our age.
You speak for yourself.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. I'd have given a month's wages to save her this upset and poor little corn plaster.
Oh, you can get 2 attached to folks, Mrs. Tanner. 2 and 4pence. You can that.
First night in a new flat, is it?
Ah, it is. That's 1 and 8. Don't mind telling you, Mrs. Tanner, I've still not got used to the idea. That's 2 at 4pence, 9pence. I've been father and mother to Sandra for some years now. It's a big loss.
Ah, well, at least she's not miles away like our Linda. You learn to live with it.
Dare say you're right. Say 2 shillings. Then on your Dennis. Not very satisfactory, was it?
No, Mr. Petty, but there was no harm done, was there?
True enough, Mrs. Tanner. True enough. No harm done. That's,
All that fuss and bother, and what does it add up to?
£1, 6 and 8pence.
Oh, I see, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Tanner. £1, 6 and 8pence. That will be 3 and 4pence change. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Petty. Hello.
Hello.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. Now, don't tell me. 2 dozen minced foods, children for the use of, right?
Right.
I'll just come on, take a minute to unpack them, if you wouldn't mind waiting.
Oh, thanks very much.
I don't like going in just on closing, Ena. Mr. Tatlock says he shouts at people.
Well, shout at me, you can take it from me.
Oh, is Mr. Tatlock due back soon, Valerie?
Oh, we'll be back when Auntie Vita gets fed up with him, I suppose.
How is Clara getting on?
Well, if you ask me, Mrs. Caldwell, she's taken a bit too much on herself.
Oh.
I mean, he wanted somebody to clean, not change the place round.
Doing more than she's told, eh?
Well, I think so.
Treating the place like it was her own, eh?
Well, more or less.
Well, we are human beings, you know. If we do spend most of our time scrubbing and cleaning, we're not machines. She's not hurting anybody, is she?
Well, no, but I
Well, if I were you, I'd leave her only getting out of anybody by standing over them. Some people like to take an interest, you know. Some people like to feel they're needed, some folk do.
Can I come in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, am I glad to see you. You're the last one tonight, you are, love. Mind if I sit down?
He's round at Rover's, Charlie.
Oh, it's not Stan I want to see. Oh, no. No, I rarely see the master of the house. I find it's the women who look to the future in my business.
Oh, the insurance money.
Aye, that's right, love. Hey, you know, it's a funny thing. I've been trying to sell insurance to everyone I know, barring him I know best.
Who's that?
Me, love? Well, it wouldn't be much point, really. Not on the life side. I've nobody to leave out to, even if I've got out to leave anybody. Which I haven't.
Do you like being single?
Well, I can't say I've really thought about it. Well, no, I'm not being honest. I have thought about it. Well, you know, now and then, like. It's just never happened.
Must be awful not having anybody.
Oh, I don't know, love. I've got my mates, and there's Mrs. Caldwell, and... well, I suppose while there's life, there's still hope. I'm not all that ancient, you know.
Nobody to mourn you when you've gone.
Yes, well, I've never really thought of it quite like that. When I have thought about it, it's been, well, a bit of comfort while I'm here, as you might say.
Not that anybody cares. They don't, you know. You bring them up, dry their eyes, do your best. They don't care. They don't care how they hurt you. Don't care when it's your turn to weep. For all they care, you might never have had them.
Look, mate, there's only one tea.
Oh, give us somebody a count. You know it's not.
You see, if only my man didn't make such a fuss.
Oh, stop worrying about it.
She's a born fuss, you know, it's a nature.
But when it's all over, she'll be as pleased as punch that we got round to it. She'll think it's very romantic.
Well, cheer. Frock down to your ankles and a veil over your face, that's what she thinks is romantic.
Look, love, it's what you want and it's what I want. And there's nobody else doing it, only us. Do we have to stay in here?
Yeah, we do, but I know what you mean.
Well, I was telling you when I
Yes,
came in.
I know.
Good evening.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Walker.
Oh, no.
You know, Jack, one of these days I should decline to greet Mrs. Sharp, as politeness and civility cost nothing.
Well, she answered you, didn't she?
Yes, but her manner, Jack, her manner. Precisely who does she think she is?
Can we have some service over here?
Is this a private yakking session or can anybody join?
Being lumbered if you do, darling.
Oh, and what we're talking about?
Women.
Oh, well, you've come to the right place.
Why, what do you know about him?
Well, you may not have noticed, but I am one.
After all these years, now she tells me.
Come on, buy us a drink.
Come on, now.
Hey,
I've got one here.
are you all right, love?
Yeah, of course I'm all right.
I'll get you a drink, huh?
What do you want to drink, ma'am?
Well, I don't know as I want out. Don't know what I bothered coming round for,
Oh,
really.
come on, you'll have something. I'll treat you.
That'll make history. Has he been misbehaving himself?
No, he has not been misbehaving himself.
Come on.
Well, it's my round.
Mr. Ogden's already asked me, thank you very much. I'll have a drop of brandy.
Ooh, that'll set you back a bob or two.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stan, I didn't think. No, I'll have something else.
No, love, if you want a brandy it'll be. Get her a double.
Oh, I thought that you were on your own, like.
You can come in, I won't bite you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you I've switched the oven off.
Oh, you found your dinner all right then, Charlie?
Yes, thanks, love, I did, yes.
Coming home at this time. Oh, you mustn't overdo it, you know.
That was encouragement indeed to do that.
Oh, but Charlie's been working very hard, he has. He's going to get on well in life as Charlie.
Yes, and it's high time and all. He's no chicken.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I've left things in a bit of a mess. You go on up while I tidy round.
Now, listen, straight upstairs to bed for you, Mrs. Ogden.
I'll bring you some cocoa up.
Stop fussing. I'm doing the fussing.
You fussing over me?
You haven't noticed, had you?
Oh, I had, love. Yes, I had, honest. It's just that... I can't get 'em out of my mind, Stan.
No, well,
How could they just stand there and say nought?
well, they weren't enjoying it, you know.
Do you think?
No, our Irma looked as miserable as sin.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought she looked a bit off myself.
Come on, off with you.
Aye, all right. Don't be long, Stan.
I'll bring you some cocoa up, eh?
I fancy you fussing over me.
Oh, quiet, the western front.
Ah, she's just gone up.
You know, I've always got it up there, haven't I? But I mean, I even surprise myself sometimes.
Listen, mate, I've got to be up at 4 in the morning. Save it till tomorrow, eh?
I can't, mate. It's too brilliant. It's you and Emma and David. I found out where they're going to eat afterwards.
So what?
I know the time, I know the place. So why don't we get up a party and join them?
Why don't you put the lights on?
I thought you were asleep.
What's that?
Where's your cocoa? You were asleep when I come up last night.
Oh, you should have woke me.
All right, I'll put kettle on in a minute. I'm a bit late.
You don't need to rush. I put the clock on 20 minutes.
You're a crafty old devil, aren't you?
Ah, well, just this once. You were that late coming up to bed.
Well, then Fairclough dropped in for a natter.
Oh, well, it'd no right keeping you up the hours you have to work. Any road. Happen you'll be getting something else before long, now that there'll only be the two of us. I know you don't really fancy it. You know, I think you were right what you said last night. She did look miserable. Wouldn't be surprised if he didn't talk her into it. They're very selfish these days, these young lads. I bet you'll miss her as much as me when it comes to it, won't you? Ah, you poor old lump.
Jack, are you aware of the fact that it's 4 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, no, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I thought I heard something.
Well, of course you heard something. You heard the constable on the beat trying the door. If you'd been awake like I was, you'd have heard him coming down the street.
Well, why didn't you tell me when I got up?
Oh, I didn't know what you were up to.
Hey, you're a funny woman. How about a nice cup of tea, eh?
Oh, no, we're not starting that habit. We're going straight back to bed. Just look at that. Did you wipe this down?
No, you did.
I'm not at all satisfied with the way Mrs. Ogden's doing this polishing.
You know, there's something about early morning. I remember in the war, I was on a troop ship in the Medi. Gun watch, 4 till 8.
Reminiscing at this time in the morning.
Hey, I'd sit up there on the monkey bridge, watching the light coming up, thinking of you lying in your snug little bed at home.
Did you really, love?
Aye, I did that.
Well, go on.
Well, how about a nice cup of tea, eh?
What did Land Fairclough want coming round at that time?
Something about our Irma.
Our Irma?
Aye, the wedding, you know. He thought it might be an idea to make a party up and join them after.
Oh, no. No, I'm not having that.
Well, why not? I thought it was a good idea myself.
No, I'll be asked proper or not at all. I'm not going where I'm not wanted.
Hilda, Lord.
No, I'm not having that.
Well, how do you know you're not wanted?
Oh, it's been made very plain to me. I don't need telling twice.
Listen, if you turned up there, our owner would be chucked as little mint balls.
Then why did she do it in first place?
I was having to tell you the truth. She didn't want all that fuss and bother, and I don't blame her either. But she'd want you there.
Well, why didn't she tell us then, just you and me?
Because she couldn't be sure we'd keep quiet. She thought we might blab, and I don't blame her.
You wouldn't have caught me blabbing.
Do you want to bet? Look, love, there's only 2 days to get things fixed up.
Well, doesn't excuse her mind.
Oh, I know, but it is a point, isn't it?
I shall have to think about it.
I knew you would.
I didn't say I would, I said I'd think about it. And I will. I'll think about it.
I'm off now, Uncle Jack.
Hey, hold on a minute. Come here.
I'll see you tonight.
Never mind about tonight. 2 weeks board and lodging money. Come on, cough it up.
I haven't got it.
I thought as much. Now listen to me, young woman. It's not the money I'm worried about, it's the principle. Owing it to me is one thing, but owing it to somebody else is another.
Well, I bought 2 dresses, you see. I'll straighten up with you with this week, honest.
Oh, well, just think on that you do.
Lucille, dear, your purse.
Oh, heck, I'd forget my head if it was loose. Hey, that's another thing. I'll be a bit late tonight because I'm going to see Sandra's new flat.
No, well, don't let it go to your head. In my opinion, she's a very stupid girl leaving a good home like that.
I don't know. I mean, we've all got to leave the nest sometime, haven't we?
Leave the nest, indeed.
She's right there, you know.
Well, I was waiting for you to agree with her.
I remember the first time I left home. I'd had a bit of a barney with my dad about a lad I was keeping company with. Said he was a bad lot, you know. 6 o'clock next morning, I packed a few things, took my revolver, and I was off.
Your revolver? Did you say revolver?
Aye. It was a cold, dark morning in winter. Raining hard, nobody about. I was back in my bed before you could say Jack Robinson. I was 8 years old at the time.
Oh, Mum, what was all that yakety-yak going on last night?
Last night? Oh, not as I know of. Not last night.
All right, then, the early hours of this morning, the time when normal people are asleep, any road.
Well, I made your dad a cup of tea before he went, if that's what you mean. What were we talking about?
You don't honestly think I'd bother to listen at that time in the morning, Jesus mine.
It is, and if you don't like it, there's a pan in there and a stove, and we paid the gas bill. You'll have to learn sooner or later, you know.
Learn? What do you mean, learn I can cook?
Oh, why, in a fashion.
Super.
I haven't seen them new clothes on you yet.
No, well, I might be wearing them on Saturday.
What's special about Saturday?
What? Well, it's David's old team, you know, what's playing up here in Preston, and, well, David wants me to go meet them, like, well, it's only natural, really, though, isn't it? And, then they're going on to Blackpool to make it the weekend, like, and, well, David thought that we might go and all.
I see. It's not definite, then?
Well, it is really, yes, it is.
Irma, what are you going to do about a case? You'll have to have something decent.
I know, though I could have done without spending on that.
I tell you what, you can have that one your Auntie Mavis gave me. I swore I'd never lend it out, but, well, it's better than out you could afford.
Oh.
And don't thank me, because I was saving it for you anyway. Well, where are they? What, look? Them curtains your Irma said she'd leave home for if they weren't cleaned. Oh, why? Did you get them down?
Oh, I forgot, ma'am. Oh, never mind. They'll do another time, Elsie. Thanks, anyway.
Well, suit yourself, kids. After the way you went on at me about them curtains. Disgusting was the word used.
Yes, well, they'll do another time. I mean, life's too short to worry, you know.
Right, I'll come in and see you a bit later on, eh? Right, thank you. Thanks a lot, mate. I've done.
All right, then.
Yes, thanks, yeah. I am now in a position to offer you a seat at the celebration.
Celebration? What celebration might that be?
The marriage between Miss Irma Ogden and Mr. David Barlow, Esquire, Saturday morning. And if anyone has any objections, please speak now or forever belt up.
Get him married, Irma? She never said anything to me about it.
She never said anything to anybody, mate. I don't think she's even told the bridegroom yet.
Saturday? She hasn't asked for any time off.
She will, mate. She will.
Oh, so actually getting married, eh?
They're actually getting married, yeah, but old Crafty Pants found out about it, you see. Well, they're not supposed to know. No one's supposed to know, but I've booked a table, you see. And we're all going down there to surprise him.
Would you credit it?
Hey, it's a quid a piece, hope you don't mind.
Yeah, well, I dare say I could leave Irma in charge for now.
Emma?
Yeah.
She's the one who's getting married.
Oh, so she is. Wake up, Petty, wake up. Sorry, well, I won't be able to go then. Pity, because she is a member of the staff.
Well, don't forget Mum's the word, eh?
You can count on my discretion.
You, mate. Hello, me old darling. I'm not kidding you. I'd much rather see you first thing in the morning than the usual creature that I see. Jerry with his curlers in.
Well, Irma. Well. Nice and early this morning. I see the weather's taken a turn for the worst.
Yeah, do you think it'll stay like this?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, Irma. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't last for a good few days yet.
Mr. Petty, listen, I know that today's my half-day, but, well, I have got something special on Saturday.
Oh, you wouldn't be asking for the day off, would you?
Yes, I would, as a matter of fact.
On Saturday, busiest day of the week. I'm afraid it'll have to be something rather special, Irma. It will, that.
It is special. It's football.
Oh, well, that's all right. Football? Football? You're never serious.
I am, well, it's David's old team.
Yeah, all right. There's no need to go into a long discussion. If you must have it, I suppose you must have it. Football. That's the trouble with the country today, my girl. There's too much of this football.
Anyway, thanks very much, Mr. Petty.
Well, all right. You wouldn't mind holding the fort for a moment? I haven't quite finished my breakfast. There he is. There's the culprit.
What's the matter with him?
Oh, certainly notices it's one of his days. But he's given me the day off on Saturday.
Well, I should hope so.
Oh, no, he could have turned awkward. I mean, he thinks it's for football.
Anyway, look, I'm just off into town now. I'll see you at 2 o'clock outside that shop and we'll get that ring, eh?
Yes, so I'll try and be there.
Oh, she's a right little kid, isn't she? Come here.
Oh, David, don't. That fella on the cornflakes package, watch
Let him.
Somebody will come in. I told you somebody will come in.
Oh, don't mind me. I married a Barlow, too. They're like that, you know.
Like what?
Over-enthusiastic, shall we say.
You're not complaining, are you?
Heck, no, I'm all for it. You're only young once.
Busy, dear?
Oh, what, love?
I said, are you busy, dear?
Yes, I'm reading my paper.
Yes. Oh, Jack, I've been trying to get lavender blue gloves for the licensed fiddler's ball. I just can't get them somehow. Suppose I'll have to put up with second best.
Oh, well, we all have to put up with that sooner or later, Mrs. Walker.
What's that, dear?
Second best.
Did you understand the point of that remark, Jack?
No, love.
Hello, Mrs. Shoss. Don't often see you at this time of day.
No, we're off to a pensioner's show at the Luxie.
Just passing through, you know. Well,
You'll need a new ballcock in there, love. I'll do it after dinner. But a word in your shell-like ear.
will you talk to Mr. Walker? I'm rather busy.
How are you fixed for going to a wedding on Saturday, then?
A wedding?
A wedding? You wouldn't by any chance be discussing that out-of-order notice in there, would you?
No, I wouldn't, love. Look, they might as well know, mine.
Len's getting married.
You
Me? No, all of no, not me. David, Barlow, and Irma. No, you see, they're doing it on the cute.
Mrs. Walker.
Yes, Irma, dear, I wonder, would you do a favour for me?
Yes?
Well, we're having rather an important discussion, and I'm afraid that the fire will go out in the living room if it's not mended. Would you mind?
No, not at all.
Thank you, dear.
I'm just going down to see the manager now to tell him the numbers, you see.
I say, Jack,
Yeah?
do you think we could get your Arthur?
I dare say, if you'll promise to be civil to him.
Civil? Me, civil?
Just a straight yes or no.
Ah, go on, count us in.
2 more here.
Oh, isn't it exciting, Ina?
It's all in the corner, that's what I think.
Don't forget, though, not a word to anyone else.
Oh, I do think it's romantic.
Come on, Ruby, Emma. Now, we were discussing the question of my being civil.
Okay, I've done that fine now then, Mrs. Walker. What's the matter? Have I said something wrong?
No to do with you, love, it's me.
Oh. Listen, Mr. Walker, I wanted to know that could you manage without me on Saturday night, please?
Oh, we might at a pinch. Did you want it off, then?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
You see, it's David's old team what's playing up in Preston and...
Preston? Hey, I've never been to a match in Preston for years. I wouldn't have mind coming with you, love. But wouldn't be quite fair to Mrs. Walker, would it?
Oh, no, no, it wouldn't.
Aye, all right. I'll not tell her now that you won't be here. I'll wait till I get her in the right mood. You know, there's a time and place for everything.
Aye, here you are, Mr. Fairclough. This is where I thought I'd seat your party of 11.
Ah, that's all right, yeah.
This is the menu. Mind you, if there's out special you'd like...
Draft bitter.
I were referring to food, actually.
Well, actually, draft bitter is very important, mate. I'll leave the rest to you. Where's the happy couple gonna sit?
All right, just over here. Here.
All right. Hey, mate, can you get any screens?
Eh?
Screens, you know what they are. Screens. Can you get some?
Oh, I reckon we can fix you up with some.
Good lad, you. The idea is, you see, we don't want to be seen. They don't know we're coming. We want to surprise them, you know.
Here. There's not likely to be any sort of unpleasantness, is there?
Unpleasantness? No, this is a very happy occasion, is this, mate? Just think. Saturday morning. We'll be sitting there, married. Ah.
Come on, here.